Hello everyone, this is Brandon Nguyen, and this is my project on high protein diet and weight management. Some of the things we're going to look at throughout this presentation is introduction to high protein diet and examples, how protein affects the body, protein and weight management, health benefits of a high protein diet, potential health effects and downsides, a research study, and finally, in conclusion. My research question for this assignment was, how does a high protein diet support weight management and overall health? A high protein diet is exactly what it sounds like. It is when an individual's daily calories intake is geared more towards protein rather than other nutrients they need, such as carbs, fruits, or vegetables. The average intake of protein for an individual is zero point 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight. However, with a high protein diet, this number would increase between 1.0 and 1.2 grams per kilogram of body weight. As you can see in this picture right here, some common protein examples are chicken breast, turkey, ground beef, eggs, fish, nuts, and protein powder. Protein powder is usually intended for athletes or people that are physically active because it is another way that people can reach their high protein diet or their protein goal without eating certain foods. How protein affects the body. Protein is one of the most important nutrients of your body and is considered to be the building blocks. Some of the most important functions include repairing tissue, providing energy, and helping with weight management. One of the most important ways that protein affects the body is it makes the body feel fuller for longer, which reduces cravings and less calories overall. This is often why people trying to lose weight go to a high protein diet. Also, it helps build muscle while losing fat. Like I just mentioned, it supports weight management because it increases fullness, which leads to snacking less and just overall a less consumption of calories. Something I found out when researching this whole project was when eating a high protein diet, the body burns more calories, which is crucial for maintaining weight loss. As you can see in this graph on the left, depending on your body weight is how much protein you should be eating to lose weight. However, this number highly depends on activity level, age, weight, and medical history. A fun fact I found out when researching was high protein diets can reduce calorie intake by around 400 calories in some studies. In this graph on the right, you can see that people on the high protein diet in the green have much less percentage of eating, emotional eating, and late night cravings. Some of the health benefits. It improves muscle recovery, supports immune function, helps reserve lean mass, even though we're consuming overall less calories, increases fullness, boosts metabolism, and supports weight loss. Even though there's tons of benefits with a high protein diet, like I just mentioned, there are still some downside effects it can have. A common effect is when individuals give their focus towards protein and they might forget about the other nutrients they need, such as fruits, carbs, and vegetables. A lot of people tend to do this because their full focus is on protein and they just forget about the other nutrients they need for the body and to grow. And the high protein diet is not ideal for everyone because it highly depends on lifestyle and activity levels. People that are always physically active, walking around, working out every day, and getting their 10,000 steps would benefit more from protein because their bodies use this protein to repair and build the muscle, which helps them grow. However, for someone that is not active and kind of just sits around in a desk all day, the high protein could just lead to more calories and not give them the benefits that a person with a highly active lifestyle would have. This is the research study I found on high protein diet and the results. So this is a body weight research study that has SD is a standard diet, HBD is a high protein diet, and HFD is a high fat diet. And as you can see in both A and B, for the high protein diet, it has a result in less body weight. Finally, a conclusion of all this is a high protein diet is effective for weight management and overall health because it increases fullness, supports muscle mass while losing fat, and boosts metabolism. It works best when balanced with a healthy lifestyle and activity levels. It can support long-term health and weight control when effectively used. I found this I found this presentation to be super helpful because I wanted to gear it towards my lifestyle as I want to build muscle while also losing fat right now. So researching all these effects and results of a high protein diet really changed my focus on how much protein I should be consuming. every day. Thank you for watching my presentation. I hope you have a good one.